What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? I have never been so happy to be wrong. Yesterday, I made a video saying I thought Bitcoin would top out at around 31,000 and not this fast either. I thought it would take a few days and we would spend some time there trying to get over it. Maybe putting its head just a little bit over that line, but no, Bitcoin just ripped right through things. We're gonna look at the chart. We're gonna look at the reason why, and an impending ETF is the reason why. I hope you guys were prepared. I hope you guys dollar cost averaged. We're gonna discuss a lot of things because this should just give you a little taste. We haven't even gotten started yet to a real bear market. This is just the beginning, and now you could see the power in crypto, the amazing gains that could be made if you have altcoins. We're going to look at altcoins. Your portfolio should probably be up more than it was yesterday. And again, this is just the beginning. Life-changing money can be made in crypto, guys. That's why I love crypto. That's why I'm here spreading the good word through videos like this, helping the world in my own way, which is letting you know about crypto, letting you know about 100x gems. And so let's discuss. Without further ado, let's do this. Let's look at this beautiful chart by Bitcoin, okay? So I've created this chart. I had this chart here for a while. I didn't think we'd have to deal with 35,000, so really above 35,000, except for this ascending line and this ascending line. There's really nothing there, really, because we haven't really spent too much time above it either. You know, what do we have above 35,000? Just this whole area, essentially the top of the previous bull run, right? How much time have we really spent above 35,000? Let's see. 161 days right here, minus a few. So like 150, 140. And then above here, let's see how many days did we spend above 35,000. 281 days. So a total of over a year just above that, right? And we are so close now. Okay, so this is the only line, 35,822 is the area of resistance now that I can see. And this line I've had for a while. Okay, this whole chart I haven't really touched it in a while. I had an alternative chart, right, where I thought, okay, yesterday I said, okay, we could come up here and maybe spend some time before dropping next year. Okay, well, I still believe that's the case, but we're gonna have to elevate those numbers. All right, those were rookie numbers apparently, and Bitcoin just ripped right through it. Now, I did say that the only way I could see this going higher than what it is if higher above this channel, because it's been pretty strong area of support and resistance, right? Since March, yeah, basically March, the middle of March. Okay, the only way I could see something like this happening was with Bitcoin ETF approval, and apparently yesterday that's what's happening. People are basically front running this. I'm sure there's inside information at play too. People that know, hey, listen, there's something that's impending, and then for the rest of us, other little things came out, okay, yesterday. So one of the biggest news, which I did report on my social networks, fortunately for English speakers, is Spanish. BlackRock's highly anticipated spot BTF, the iShares Bitcoin Trust, has made an appearance on a list maintained by the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, which NASDAQ says provides post-trade clearance, settlement, custody, and information services. This is the first spot ETF listed on DTCC. I never heard of DTCC before, but I'm glad it's listed there. None of the others on there yet. Bloomberg senior ETF analyst Eric Balchunas wrote on a thread on X. Definitely notable, BlackRock is leading charge on these logistics, seeding ticker DTCC. Seeding ticker DTCC. We're going to talk about seeding in a second. That tend to happen just prior to launch, okay? Hard not to view this as them getting signal that approval is certain or imminent. This report came out yesterday. Okay, I reported it instantly in my social networks, and Bitcoin just was moving already. Okay. Also of note, guys, BlackRock also updated its filings with the SEC, indicating a readiness to seed the ETF starting from October 2023. This proactive approach from BlackRock suggests their preparedness to initiate trading promptly upon receiving approval from the SEC, further substantiating the optimistic sentiment surrounding an impending approval. This is from Matt Greco, research analyst at Finicro. All right, now, adding to this, okay, obviously is people are speculating, trying to get in front of ETF approval. All right, insiders and regular Joes like you and I. Also adding to this is shorts getting liquidated. Okay, let's read about that, because that also has an effect. All right, because they got to cover, guys, and that has a cascading effect going up as well. All right. Bearish bets on Bitcoin. It wiped out more than 220 million in leveraged short positions over the past 24 hours, according to CoinGlass data. Across the entire crypto market, derivatives traders have endured more than 400 million in liquidations over the past day. Short positions were hit hard, with over 304 million in shorts liquidated compared to 97.5 million in long positions also liquidated. It's crazy. This is the largest liquidation since August 17th, when the price of Bitcoin surged 9% and sank below the $25,000 mark. What was that? June, July. I don't see where it sank below 25,000. Because this is 25,000. I guess maybe in some exchanges. But anyways, so let's go back to this. So that's the reason why we see this ETF. Okay, so the reason that I said. The only reason I thought that it could cause it to go higher is the reason that apparently is happening. ETF approval impending. And some people, guys, say, and I'm inclined to kind of believe it. Some people say before the halving event, because the halving event isn't even here. The halving event is right here. Before the halving, okay, these next few months, we could possibly see Bitcoin go past 50, 60, 80,000. And they give the reasons with the ETF approval, because, guys, I reported on this yesterday. Trillions of dollars could potentially enter the market with ETFs, because institutional investors, they can't touch spot Bitcoin, okay? Something that's not regulated per se, but they can touch ETFs. And ETFs, a spot ETF, the creators of the spot ETF fund, exchange traded fund, the creators have to buy the Bitcoin. Okay, so now BlackRock is seeding. Apparently they're buying Bitcoin, probably over the counter, but it's going to have some type of effect. Okay, and they're just getting warmed. Like I said, trillions of dollars could enter the Bitcoin space, and okay, so all the money's going to Bitcoin, and you as an altcoin holder might say, what? Well, what about us? Well, that's okay, because Bitcoin is the tide that lifts all boats. That's why I watch Bitcoin, because what Bitcoin does, the rest of the market does eventually, right? And look at this, guys. Look at this. I'm going to start from the bottom, okay? Land share. Look at this little pump right here. Not bad, not bad. Just getting warmed up. 54. It was down at 46. Land share, real world asset play. Labs Group, who's had some issues lately. Look at this pump. Look at this pump. All right, who's had internal fighting? Well, not internal fighting, community with the leadership, basically just some anger issues from the community. They need to get hugs, but we do need to see an AMA from the CEO to give us some direction of exactly what they're doing. Although I think they're doing good work, their communication skills could be better. All those sins are removed with some green, right, and movement upwards. This helps. Again, Bitcoin is a tide that lifts all boats. Relio. Look at this little pump right here from Relio, right? I hope you guys bought here. I know I did. My average is here. I'm way in the money now, 21 cents, and this thing could be going, break through this. Bitcoin keeps going up. Oh my God. And we're not even getting started yet. Imagine at the height of a bull run, guys. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I've been trying to tell people. It's, suspend your beliefs on reality when it comes to crypto, because it can get that crazy, guys. It can get that crazy. And I'm not saying it because I read it on a textbook or I saw it in some news thing. I have lived it. So I'm just letting you know what I've seen, okay? Let's see, has Credifi pumped? No. So something like this, for example, Credifi that hasn't pumped. If you believe in it and you're looking for, for projects to put in, well, then look at your laggards if you still believe in them, because eventually they will pump too. I believe this to be a good project, so this would be something. My bag's already filled, and I bought at this level 2 a little bit, and so. No, I wouldn't buy here, but I would look for a situation where something that hasn't pumped. For example, this morning I bought Compete. I tried yesterday and I couldn't. Let's look at Compete really quick. That's another example. This is a real world asset play, by the way, Credifi. You can buy it in KuCoin. Compete, for example, I tried to buy yesterday, but I couldn't, because Ethereum was just way too expensive last night, and so I'm like, okay, let me wait. Thankfully, it dropped a little bit more from what I would have bought yesterday, and still, Compete, I think it's a great project, so I bought this morning because it hasn't pumped yet. Okay, but there's other ones like WattsPay. I bought this morning as well. I've been buying this all the way up because I sold here at 35. Okay, so I wanted to get the money that I sold in back into this. Before this number, so I'm like, okay, and I have achieved that, and I still have more capital put in. Hopefully maybe a pullback, and at some point Bitcoin is going to have to pull back as well. But look at this pump, guys. Look at this pump. Okay, I'm weighing the money in WattsPay, and it's just getting started. At this time last year, I was still negative. I mean, at this time in the previous bear market, I was still negative, guys. I was still negative. And that one turned out amazing, because in that bull market, I turned 5 figures to 7 figures. Okay, so imagine how good this one's going to be. It's going to be amazing. Nakamoto Games. I haven't put in the amount that I wanted to, but man, look at this bad boy. 82 cents. I think it's going to get to $1 this year, especially with the hype on Bitcoin. ETF approval. Once it gets approved, it's going to take a while for them to actually start going, but it'll cause the price to rise, right? It could take maybe a year for the actual ETF product, once approval happens, to actually be listed or actually go live. Okay, I don't know the exact time, but it will take some time. But even then, between that and that buzz, you can expect the price to steadily or maybe quickly go up. Obviously, there are going to be periods of drops where it drops. People get bored. For profit taking, whatever, but during those periods, that's when you're buying the dip. Now that's when you start buying the dip, and right now it's just being smart, buying tokens that you believe in, waiting for a dip situation, because we still have time before the halving, and the real magic starts happening after the halving. Although, because of this ETF thing, that changes things, that puts a little wrinkle into things, and maybe before the halving, the price is gonna go up a lot faster than it has in previous bull runs. Okay, so something to keep in mind. Okay, my bags are pretty much all packed. I still have capital to put in, but I'm gonna put it in slowly. Maybe depends on how I see what I see. I'm gonna look for deals, and then just or I might just hold on to the capital and do nothing with it and wait and sit in liquid for whatever, maybe some dips, or maybe some news that comes out that causes the market to go down drastically, which then I will become a buyer again. Okay, so that's another way to do it. But I can do that. I have the luxury of doing that because I've been accumulating throughout the bear market. Okay, so my bags are good where they are. They could be better, because of the capital I could put in, but I'm happy where they are. Okay, so that's something that's individual. That all depends on you guys. Wow, already 14 minutes. Nakamoto Games, look at that. GFL, a little pump. This might be one that I would put in more. I actually did put in more yesterday. I bought some more GFL. I went shopping yesterday, guys. What else? What's another one? Veracity. My bags are packed. Look, it's starting to move up again. Retrace out of because of this ascending line, but we're gonna blast through it if Bitcoin keeps going, guys. Bitcoin is the tide that lifts all boats. Fabwell, still trying to maybe touch this line first to see what happens. Something, a laggard. If you believe in the project, this is something that you would look at to buy, because you're still shopping for deals. Sinverse, a nice little pump, guys. Okay, it happens. It's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. All right, that or iChain. Look at this bad boy. Boom. I was waiting for it to drop back here for below my buying average, so I can double my position, but it didn't. So I'm just gonna ride it. Although, if you do this, you say, well, it's still not in a bad position to buy. Really, it's really not in a bad position to buy. But we'll see. Maybe I do look to add some more at these levels. Why not? You know, that'll increase my average, but still I'll be better positioned. And this is one that could fly. Look what it's doing now. You know, looks nice, guys. It looks nice. Triaz, big fan of Triaz, and Triaz I like it because it's steady. You don't see a huge massive wick, but you just see slow and steady up. You know, and I like that. That shows a lot of good things. We're not here anymore. My bags are packed and ready to go, so I like that this is happening right here. You know, we're up against this 384. We'll see if we break through that. If Bitcoin does, we will too, guys. But yeah, so Bitcoin. Back to this. Where could we top out at? Honestly, I don't know where we top out at, but the next level of resistance to me is 35,715. From there, we'll see what happens if we break through. If the ETF gets approved, guys, we're breaking through, and you know, probably trying to see if we go back again against this ascending channel. What is this red line anyways? Well, let me show you so you can get an idea of what that red line is and the importance of it. Okay, it's basically the bottom of this channel that Bitcoin has been in since when? I'd say probably since around here, since February 2013. So it is an important line. All right, and maybe, just maybe, I thought maybe we were going to touch it up here, around here, you know, after the halving. But man, it is early. This is the halving, and we are still here. And look at that pump, guys. Let's try to make it. Get that beautiful pump. The last couple of weeks, we're looking at the weekly. Last week, this week, boom, up against 35,000, 35. This will be the area of resistance, but it just sliced through all this, right? And this area of resistance, I think it's pretty much gonna do the same. If the reports of impending ETF do prove to be true, I could definitely see us now being up here north of 35. All right, north of 35, and maybe as high as 50s. Or we get back into this and we start playing around here in the 40s and the 50s. I don't think we get up to 60, but some people actually believe that we could get up 60 or higher because of this ETF approval. It's possible, guys. All right, so just be prepared for anything. Enjoy the ride. Be very smart. Start looking at your positions. Look at the laggards, the ones that you still believe in, or even the ones that have pumped already and you feel very strongly on them, like Nakamoto Games, like ORAI, you know, relative to where they are. Zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out, and then look at the big picture. Are we still off of our highs? How high can this thing, do I think this thing can go? All right, altcoins is where you're going to make huge money. Bitcoin, again, is the tide that lifts all boats. We have to know what's going on with Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is for those people that already have a good chunk of capital and they want to preserve it. Obviously, they want to grow it, but preservation of capital is also very important to them. So that's why Bitcoin, they have a less of a risk appetite for their capital. Bitcoin, Ethereum, okay? For us that have more of a risk appetite, that are looking for the 100x gains, the altcoins, guys. And there are still some deals out there that you can find. And even then, relative, although stuff has pumped and you haven't gotten it real cheap, relative to the overall picture of the chart, it's still a pretty good deal. All right, so let's leave it at that, guys. Cool stuff, guys. Cool stuff, as you can see, and we're just getting warmed up. Let's see what happens. I will do my best to provide as many videos, as much information up to date as possible to what's going on regarding this ETF. But I did want to share and let you know that I'm very happy that it went past the top that I thought was going to be 31,750. Because I didn't expect the ETF to be approved this year, but apparently it's gonna be. All right. If it's not, then we're gonna drop back down. I don't know how low, because there are areas of support now, and I don't know if we'll probably drop back down into the channel below 31,000, but I don't know if we've dropped to 25. Those days might be over. All right, and the cycle low of 15,500, some people thought we were going to go below. Well, I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. And next year, where I think we should see some lower levels because of recession, you know, maybe those lower levels are now in the 30,000 range, 30,000, 31, maybe 29, maybe 28, you know, but not much lower than that, guys. So keep that in mind. All right, we're going to leave it there. Guys, thank you so much. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know how you're doing. I like to read comments. English speakers don't really put too many comments out there, so maybe change that trend. Leave a comment. tap that notification bell to receive all the notifications. I do videos Monday through Friday. All right, with that, I'm gonna leave it. Enjoy, guys, enjoy. We're just getting started. Find some good altcoins, find the laggard positions. I'll try to report on some altcoins in these next days. Okay, but you saw some of the ones that I saw today, that I mentioned today. Those are all high conviction plays for me. And there's more coins tokens that are pumping. Okay, so there's still time to get in. Okay, there's still time to get in. All right, guys, leave it at that. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Peace.